This message is for Alex. I'm talking to the young man who helped to break Delano's story. You didn't make that video, Alex, but understand that you're a child of purpose and that you were specially made for purpose. Before going any further, I want to tell you, Alex, do not let anybody try to shame you. Do not allow anyone who attempt to degrade you and anything that happened to you in your past. What is in your past is in your past, and it does not define who you are and how the universe chose you to bring awareness to the plight of a family. Alex, that video was made and barely anyone knew about it. But when you touched it, it became gold. And you don't have to be rich for someone like myself to acknowledge that you can do good in your neighborhood. And you don't have to be associated to famous people for me to know that the Most High has purpose for your life and can use you anyway. You live in a very prejudiced society, also a society where people who are poor and suffering get neglected and abused. And the only time people are trying to associate to them and their struggles is when they seek to benefit from it. So you took the story, you brought it to your platform, you promoted it in an attempt to get help for this family. The scavenger and the scoundrels who ran on after you took it upon yourself with the guidance of the Most High. These scoundrels that tried to push you out of the way, I'm telling you, do not get discouraged. Because even though you brought that to the fore, that was really not the task at hand that the Spirit wanted to use you to carry out. That was just to show you who people are, to get a taste of it, so that as you do your work, there's no great expectation of thank you from anybody. You're going to be facing more of that. So prepare yourself for it. Because when we choose to do good in this world, especially in Jamaica, expect to be punished. And so what you have experienced thus far is expected. I thank you for the work that you've done. And even if the ones who are involved in this situation that you tried to help with are not grateful, many of us are very grateful. Because of you, there was a pouring of love to this family. So there's another message for the person who actually made this video. So I'm in no way trying to ignore the fact that he also was used. But Alex, this message is especially for you. You have exposed so much, not just ingratitude in people, but this sort of spell that is upon the people in Jamaica, those who are suffering the most. When someone like yourself come forward to assist, they can't see God in you because their minds are warped. They don't want to associate with you because in their mind, who are you? What can you bring to me? And that's why a lot of persons suffer. Because when the angels come through the source or through the personhood that the divine energies decide to use, they are looked upon with scorn. So do not feel hurt that the family saw you as someone not deserving of the respect, to say that you did this for my family. They don't know or see the God in you because you're someone they know. You're someone who wants to get down there with them. You're relatable. It's the ones who abandon them, like politicians. It's the ones like the media who they see as important and respectful. So you ran forward and did a great thing. But the plans that the Most High have for you, you listen, young man, not for one moment should you allow their ignorance to interrupt the plans that the universe have for you. You're special. You're important. I'm going to also warn you about that girl you were standing on something like a roof with. Be careful of her. Be careful of individuals who seek fame. Be careful of her. It doesn't matter how friendly or how nice she seemed. She used that situation to promote herself. That live had nothing to do with you. It was an attempt to promote herself. She's not the only one who's doing this and not genuine. So many of them run to the scene. Here's the thing, Alex. You know that there are many more who is in the same position as that family. So we know who you are now, and many people are ready to support you. Just stay humble. Stay humble. And when you're going to help people, pray about it. Some people are in the situation that they're in because of who they are. The young man who's your friend that you went to school with will get all the help you deserve. It's obvious that he's very humble. But now you have big work to do. Now that they have the attention and the politicians and the media and the school is now in control of their situation, it's time for you to move to something bigger and better where you get to decide. You and your team will decide how things go. No one can cancel your purpose. Absolutely no one. Don't look forward to thank you from anybody you help. Just know that your blessings they're going to come and your cup will overflow. When you're blessed and when you go to bless folks and you look and see that turning to something, against you, just know that it is spirit exposing them and not you. So continue with your charity, continue with your good work, and know that we recognize good intention and good heart. And all the vultures that are running over that never saw this young man, including the ones at the school, they might come and tell their story, and they might have one or two incidences or people who have cared about him somewhat, but the story doesn't add up. To say that he had to go sit aside and just drink his water and eat his sweetie and go to his bed is a clear indication that school did not care. And if school suggested the video, they had their own motive. And when media tell this woman not to talk to anyone else, and people go to poison their mind against you, forgive the family. Because remember, a lot of people are not exposed and don't have the spirit of discernment to know when people are using their plight and their suffering for their own glory. Forgive the mom. She doesn't know what she's doing. She has always wanted to be associated to people who she considered to be important. And when they showed up, you were dismissed. It has nothing to do with you. It has to do with their spirit. And I am very happy that that family is getting the help that they need. But there are many more. And you will go forward and bless many more. Just stay humble. Stay humble. And ask that the Spirit lead you to families that are really in need, as was the case with this family. So you might have started here thinking this is where you were going to finish. Not so. Not so. Greater things in store for you. Blessings are going to come your way. And those who covet the very thought that you could be blessed because of this, I feel sorry for them. And I hope that family learn a lesson, because they will. Because when the crowd subside, they will realize that they were a pawn in the game, even though they were desperately in need of help. Just watch them and just smile to yourself and know that the one who made the video and yourself, with the help of the Most High, are the only ones who deserve praise. But let those ones run out and take their praise. Watch them. Watch them. And get ready for your purpose. For the mighty work that the Most High have in store for you. Stay blessed. Stay calm and carry on.